Enter Sandman. We are back.
Kev just ripcorded us backstage. Like, we're in the middle of a conversation, and all of a sudden he just starts the show. Like,
I had something very profound to tell him, but no, I'm not going to anymore.
Just what the fuck?
That's my life. That's my life.
Look at the support I have tonight, though. Huh? Few people here to help me out tonight. Look at you guys, but I have to be in the middle to separate them because you know what happens when these two they're already going at it. So that's why I'm in the middle.
Slave to the countdown. That's what I'll tell you. It said it was time to go. Time to go. So what'd you guys think? What was that? I mean, I was like, wow, highest of highs and lowest of lows.
Yeah, that's kind of my take on it. I think when it worked, it really worked, but I don't think it all worked. Admittedly, I have attendance bias from this past weekend, so it's like come down, right? Like, which I don't know how much of that's they're playing and how much of that is being on the couch versus being there live. But like the Carini really worked, the sand really worked. Like there were highlights that I thought were phenomenal, but I don't know if it was fully consistent. I think the second set was probably better than the first set for me, but
there was a really good hour in that second set.
Yeah. Well, kind of the same thing in the first set too. I felt like their middle area was a little and then I don't know, both sets kind of had these like moments in them where you're like, well, not quite there. So yeah.
All right,
bring it up, Kev. Bring it up.
And there it is. Probably the best punch you in the eye they did since 1.0.
No.
I like the I texted Kev when it started. I was like slow build punch. Like that was fun. That was a really nice long lead into it. I like that a lot. That was fun. And
Mike was messing with some dials. So I wonder what that fed into it, but still, I mean, more than you ever get.
Yeah. And in the one slot, like, you know, it's such a great opener that it's so fun when they extended it out a little bit and gave us a little bit extra there, especially at the top. That was a lot of fun. I love that. It was a good punch. It was a great way to start the show.
Excellent punch. Not the best since 1.0. That's a ridiculous statement, but it's a very good punch. Excellent punch.
All right, what would you call then? Let's spot you.
Baker's punch.
Yeah, you and the Bakers. Always with the Bakers.
He's got a point there.
All right. It was a fantastic punch you in the eye, and it was an opening salvo that said, this is going to be a show, a set that you are just not going to believe. And then they did everything's right.
Yeah, they did.
But in the 2 slot at 14 minutes, I mean, it wasn't terrible. You know, we talk about where it fits in that second set sometimes, and at the end of the first set sometimes, and how it gets out there and does its thing and like jams. Here in the 2 slot, I thought it was a pretty good 2 slot song. Like it 14 minutes and it had a really pretty jam that we fell into. Like it was very beautiful where we went with that one, and like it kind of again like that. It kind of really reminded me of. Because the way Trey and Paige were playing off each other, and I meant to talk about this Sunday night, but I totally forgot because of everything going on. But it kind of had that Clementi Mayer vibe to it. Kind of during Thread, how Paige and Trey were really playing off each other and having a blast. I got that in the Everything's Right tonight again. Like there was a moment where Paige kind of took off and took us into this, like kind of turned the corner and took us down this other path, and Trey jumped on it right away, and it led to that whole like second peak.
They were in sync.
Yeah,
there was a couple times where they turned on a dime, all 4 of them tonight. That was really special.
Yeah, and this I thought this really worked. I thought these first 2 songs at like almost a half hour to open the show was a great opening. It was fantastic.
Yeah, it works well. It kind of serves a similar role to that like moment in the 2 spot where it just locks everybody in and gets everybody aligned and moving.
I'm not a
huge fan of the song though. You know, and it's frustrating because it always jams, and I'm like, fuck, I have to like this, but
yeah,
grudgingly, I guess.
Well, it's interesting to note that even in the 2 spot, it still was held at 14 minutes, which is what they normally close with, 13, 14 minutes when it ends up in the,
Yeah,
you
right.
know,
I think it's
closing
better in the
set
two spot
spot.
than the closer.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always
like
take it as if it's the closer, you can hit the head, grab a beer, and be back to hang out for set break.
Set one closer, sure. But they've thrown it at the ultimate closer a couple times. I don't like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I appreciate it being in the 2 slot. I'm kind of getting so like sick of MoMA in there. I feel like we get it so much that it's nice to have something new that can take the 2 slot position and kind of do that.
MoMA's an opener now, man. Since Mondegreen,
I know,
3
twice.
of the 4 or 4 of the 5.
Yeah, I know.
No, since Mondegreen, it opened Mondegreen too, and twice this tour.
No, twice this tour. That's what I'm saying. We've already had it twice this tour open. So yeah.
It moved on. I mean, if you're gonna do Camel Walk, why are you even gonna bother if you only do it for 5 minutes?
I mean, it's a fun,
funky
thing to throw in the set break, but I think this is my issue. Each of these 3 things individually are fine, but what a weird trio of songs to start a show. Like, I feel like you could put 2 other songs with any one of these 3 songs and it'd be a really solid opener. But the punch to everything's right into Camel Walk. And I mean, they're not intos, but like it's just a very disjointed kind of like, hey, these are songs that we picked out of a hat. Like, you know, it was just Phish, you know, roulette.
Well, and to Kev's point, to your point, Kev, drink that Camel Walk at 5 minutes. You call it the Camel Block at intermission, which I thought was very funny. Like it was a good one. Like it was. And after what you just got, it was kind of surprising that they chopped the balls off it at 5 minutes. Like you could have definitely taken that out because you just warmed up with 25 minutes and 2 songs. So it was really weird. And this is kind of, I think we'll see it in the second set too, where you get these 2 monsters and then kind of everything else. Like now what do we like? I don't know what we're doing. And this one kind of felt like to Tim's point, like they didn't know what they were doing to come out like starting it. So it was very odd. And then getting a theme, which we've gotten a lot of. Like I thought this is
a lot of themes. A lot of themes.
And I thought this one though was going to be the anchor of the set where like it would turn, right? And everything would like, okay, we finally found our footing here. Let's figure it out. But it really kind of didn't. But the theme was good. I mean, the theme had a great jam in it, like it usually does. And yeah.
This is what I was going with. I'm still in 40th place, so
I am. Oh man, I got skunked tonight too. I barely got my picks in, and then didn't even. Yeah, it was a Hail Mary.
Just lucky I'm not dominating.
Yeah, you should be there too. Both of you guys.
Next tour, I'll come in and show you guys how it's done.
Bring your talents to the Discord. Let's go. Put your money where your mouth is. Let's go.
Tim should be in there. Tim should definitely be in there. I used to do bingo, and you guys gave me a hard time when I talked about how well I did in bingo. Yeah. You guys would just give me a hard time with that because I nailed bingo. You had 16 choices. You could hit 6 a night with 16 choices.
True.
It's just like fantasy football, though. Nobody wants to hear about your fantasy football team and how you're doing. Everybody wants to talk about their team, but nobody wants to hear about somebody else's team. I mean, I love that they do it. I love that you guys are doing well, but you know,
that's why I don't know. It's more fun on there. I feel like doing it.
Yeah, exactly. There's a time and a place.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm still trying to brag about his bingo. He's like, "How was the champ? I was really good.
I was fantastic, and I quit playing because the people who ran it was a damn train wreck over there." Caspian belongs in the second set. This was a beautiful. I think this might have been my favorite thing beyond Punch in this set was the Caspian. It's such a beautiful song, and it really deserves second set territory. If they had done the Caspian tonight after the second song and like just ran that for 10 minutes and then maybe done the Bowie or the Blaze On or something to close it, it's just in the first set. It goes to what you were saying, T, that it was weird, or Wook, whoever was saying it, that it was very weird and disjointed. And why is a Caspian in the 5 spot in the first set?
Yeah, it was cool though with the theme. I mean, I think it was.
It was a great Caspian.
Really but I agree that it could have gotten a lot more out of it in the second set.
I mean, that jam. Yes, so as soon as it came on, I was like, it's a little early for Caspian. I don't have to piss yet. So it would have been hard to like get myself to the bathroom for that one. I probably would have had to suffer through the beginning of that song in there. But had you been able to go to the bathroom and come back,
Oh, you run, man. At this
you
age,
got back in there
prostate.
right before where Trey kind of hit that one note and took it off. And from that moment on, when they went into that whole other side of that jam, it was fantastic, like just gorgeous. And then raged through it. And you're like, okay, first core of the song. Once
Caspian's
you got
a
through that and got
song.
it was
Great
awesome. It was
song.
fantastic. But this is kind of where the set got weird too. Like jumping into Ice, fantastic. Like I love that song.
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorites. It's got some of the best Phish lyrics ever in
Step
it.
on
Like
page.
I beg my mirror image for a moment with my soul. You know, he's throwing several punches and blogging most of it. I love that the lyrics in that song are just fantastic. The way they play it is awesome. So I'll never complain about getting that there at all. But it was just such a weird. Everything after Theme here gets so crazy to me. It's just, I don't know. Yeah,
It's I think lives in that space sometimes. It's a chance to throw page one.
it was. It was the best play song, and I felt like my favorite song of that set.
Ooh.
It was nice to see them execute it fairly well without any major flubs. You know,
Yeah.
I thought the same thing in Charleston with Rift and Reba. Both of those songs wasn't like perfect, but it was considerably better than it had been in the last several years. And It's Ice is another one of those songs that was always teetering right on the edge of the road. Like not a train wreck, but like it would like go over the rumble strip several times in the past, and you could be sweating it. You know, and this one I felt like we were solidly in between the lines, and we knew we were getting home safe, which is, I mean, that's where we are now, right? Like we're not at a point where it's like every song's gonna be perfect, but it's nice to know we're gonna make it home. I did think that It's Ice into About to Run, you know, was kind of a witty little.
It was a statement.
There. Yeah, not a statement, but it was ironic.
Run from Ice, run. That's a good point there,
About
Tim.
to Run About to Run is such a great song, and the past couple times, I might be wrong, but I think the past 3 or 4 times they've done it, it's been the penultimate song in the set and not the closer. And it really deserves Character Zero or Santos Space to close the set because it's that strong of a song, really.
6 minutes is, again, it's like the Camel Walk complaint. Like a 6 minutes About to Run neuters it. I feel like you don't get that. You need the 2 more minutes. You needed like 8 to really get that driving force to that jam that Trey loves to lay down. And this was just
liar.
Right, exactly, and really, you know, get into it. I think it would have fit better the other night in set 1 when they did like the Jesus Left Chicago and that set. I think it would have fit in there a lot better because he was in that bluesy tone already and playing that sort of that way. So I felt like that would have fit in. Tonight it was kind of in a. This is where it got weird. Theme, Caspian, Ice, and About to Run it was such a weird stretch. Like Theme is slow enough, and then you get this Caspian that had that nice jam, but you're in still that zone. Ice kind of gets you up, and then About to Run is another. So it's like to get those 3 out of 4 songs was weird. 2 of those you could handle, but all 3 of them, I thought it was a little much all in a row.
I would have loved that.
I usually hate to do the whole like set list revisionist thing. Like I feel like when we do the after show, I feel better commenting on what they did rather than being like, well, they should have done this. But I'm going to do that right now and agree with you guys.
After 5 years of doing this, Tim, we have nothing left to do. But
I know we have to bullshit for a little bit. And so travel with me here for just a second. Not only was Camel Walk neutered and Theme didn't have quite enough, and About to Run was super short, but it only left a short period of time in the first set, and it didn't give us a full Bowie. I personally, and I hate to say this, it might be sacrosanct, get rid of the Bowie. About to Run could be a set closer, and take those 12 minutes and slice and dice them and throw them out, sprinkle them throughout, give a few to Camel Walk, you know, give probably the rest to About to Run, maybe 1 or 2 more to Theme, and then you actually could have a really solid set. You know, I think stretching these out a little bit more in the first set would be, you know, the way to go.
It's closed the first set before, and it's been, I think, it's closed before, so it does work there, Tim. Yeah, it definitely, and it works there.
I will send a shout out to this Bowie. There's this thing that I've noticed that past couple times Trey has gone into this almost timber thing that he starts playing on the guitar, and it sounds like they're going to go into timber. And then they do a mountain jam, and it had this little section in this Bowie where they went outside of the normal structure of the song and allowed this to happen. And then they hit the end out of the little mountain jam thing, and it was, I mean, Trey ripping those lines at the end of Bowie is just a beautiful thing. It truly is.
It truly is. Like you always say, that's like the best 2 minutes in rock. I think that and Reprise are the two best 2.5 minutes in rock that you can get for your money. I mean, it's just the best.
Reprise is the best 3 minutes. Reprise is the best 3, and the end of Bowie is the best.
That's 2.5 when they hit it right. Yeah. Exactly. So, but yeah, and this is one of those songs, Tim, like you talked about with Ice, where these days you're kind of like, okay, he didn't fuck it up too bad, or it's not awful, or it's not, oh, that was really rough. You know what I mean? So this was one of those.
I'll take a Bowie any day over a Drift. Man, I'll take a Bowie.
I'll take a hacked up Bowie, ruined Bowie over a Drift. Sorry.
Oh, I got to report back because I haven't been here in a little bit. I did a little experiment and I saw Drift in person because I was wondering if the reason I hated it so much was from all the webcasts, and I'm proud to report it also sucks balls when you're there live. Still terrible. So they should completely cut that song out.
It's still terrible.
I walked my cat and everything during Drift the other night.
And everything.
My P game was on point in Charleston too, because everybody goes during those songs. But I would tell the second he played the first note, I was like sprinting and I got ahead of everybody. Made it back in like no time flat.
Yeah, I absolutely love it.
It was awesome. All right, let's keep going.
We did a thing today. We dropped a thing today with Mr. Brad Serling from Nugs, and you should check it out because the fact that he piggybacked for free off of Budweiser in order to get Nugs started is just, that's a Wook thing. That's a Wook thing, you know. We'll be back tomorrow night.
Origin story, Kev. That's the best origin story there is for how that thing got started. Like there's a lot of good nuggets, pun intended, in that interview. But yeah, there's some that was really fun to hear that.
Right, and you all have been good. Thank you. I haven't had to like block anybody or anything. Nobody's been that mad at us about doing the whole thing, and you have to understand, it's something I've always wanted to talk to Brad, because when it comes to taping, we wouldn't be sitting here today doing what we're doing without the existence of what he did.
I have a plug.
Plug.
What?
If anyone comes across an extra for tomorrow night, hit me up in the Discord. Looking for one.
Miracle the Wook.
No, you are.
And also check out the interview that Kevin T did. They work very hard on those things. But also, more importantly,
get me into the show tomorrow night.
After you get me into the show tomorrow night, go support these guys.
I like the priorities, man. That's good.
And we're back to for all the rest of the shows, the last 9 shows, whatever it is of the tour. Friday, make sure you check out Mornings. We have Dave Alvin on. And we're talking to him about a project he does with Mark Coran and a bunch of other people, which I think that you will find very interesting. Let's jump into this second set. That is a 39-minute stand that could have, the last 9 minutes were beautiful. The last 9 minutes were just sublime.
There were a lot of moments in that. I mean, just stages in there. The first, I think, was at the 16-minute mark. Trey started picking up the pace a little bit and Fishman started hitting a little faster. And again, that locked in moment that they just sort of like took off. And right after that, Page started in with those synth noises, which then kind of took it into this other.
Did Mike look bored?
Area.
Did Mike look bored to you?
In that? No.
Yeah, Mike looked bored. I was watching at one point. I was he's thinking, can we get out of here?
I don't think you could be bored and stay in a 40-minute jam.
Yeah, not with that, and not the areas they explored.
It's a rickety bass line. I mean, it's a rickety bass line that was somebody else's that he was.
Not rickety. It's one of the greatest, most iconic bass lines in Phish history. What are you talking about? Just because an ostinato doesn't make it bad. A lot of bass players appreciate that, man. It's what drives the entire thing.
Ostinato.
Kevin just wants to stir it.
It's a short repeating phrase that the rest of the song is built over. I will say that Summer 25, you look back at this and you're going to not remember a whole lot, but you're going to remember the longest disease to that point and the longest sand to that point. Like, this is turning out to be a summer.
And the longest, my friend.
Yeah. And like, these are not songs that are like, they never take for walks. Like, there's a lot of long sands. There's a lot of long diseases. And again, these
let me ask you this. It's been feeling since Austin, since Columbus, maybe, it's been feeling very blissy. We haven't had much
until Carini.
Dark Phish that we got the first 4 shows. The first 4 shows were evil. I was like, this is going to be a nasty, filthy tour.
I thought the Carini got super duper dark tonight and fun, but yeah, the up until then in the last several shows, it's been all bliss.
I mean, certain songs always bring that though. Like, you know, the well that we got always kind of turns and gets a little evil in what they do inside of that. My friend tonight, it had that. You know,
the Fuego Jam was fantastic.
Fantastic. And I mean, when they came out of it and did the My ending and joked like it was such a weird ending and hilarious. But before that, there was some really heavy shit in there before we got into the blissy part of it too. Like,
dude, that was evil. That's where I was going.
Yeah.
As soon as I thought that, they turned it around with the My Friend, and
I like that.
What they do with it. That is the new.
I do like that.
Pockets of evil.
That's really what it is. They didn't full on commit to it, but there was a flavoring, you know, a smattering of it throughout.
Yeah,
I think My Friend
at the end, right, with Carini. So,
right, My Friend is the MVP of 4.0. I think it's just been turned into a monster. Not discounting the new songs, because Wave of Hope and Going Through Your Mind obviously have been hitting on all cylinders. But to take a song, My Friend, that was 8-9 minutes normally and consistently hit 15 minutes or above since 3 years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say in the last 2-3 years, it's definitely gotten some crazy places in those jams. So yeah, you're not wrong with putting it up there on that top 3, like that pedestal of top songs.
I like pedestals.
Sure.
That would be a fun conversation. Probably not for tonight, but like next time we're on a show, we should talk about the MVPs of 4.0.
We should. That would be it.
Jamming it out again. I mean, I feel like people forget now because it's been consistently jammed for like the last 5 or 6, but not that long ago, they were very cookie cutter in and out. I mean, still great, like it's still great written song, but not anything that it's become now.
Such a centerpiece of the album, where we turn from Rift, which is the opening to The Nightmare, and then Fast Enough for You, which is a gentle little I love you song, you know, and then you get into My Friend, you know, and the way that album builds, it's just so fantastic. So anyway, that's a whole nother episode of something. If you're gonna do Boogie on for 4 minutes, don't do it.
Yeah, that was disappointing because Mike sounded phenomenal. The tone sounded good. Everything sounded good, and then they just stopped. I don't know why they did. They shouldn't have.
Kind of a theme tonight was those short songs that didn't need to be short songs, that kind of got cut off and neutered, and you're like, what happened there? And it just felt like sometimes and I don't know, but it just feels like sometimes when we talk about Trey gets lost in his head or lost in the set list or doesn't quite know where he's going after massive jams or some of those songs and isn't quite sure the vibe he wants to get into with the next half of the set list or whatever. And I thought this was a prime example of that. We got a Boogie on for 4 minutes, and then you get a Blaze on for 8 minutes, which was so, and then you go back into the darkness.
Trey didn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do halfway through the second set.
It was weird. It was like the first set. It was weird. It just had this weird vibe to it with those songs.
Too much he wants to do. I bet he walks on stage and he has like 7 songs in his head. Well, he wants to play, and then
like we said backstage,
know,
Kev,
they
this
ate up
set could have been a
board.
4-song set. It should have been a 4-song set,
3
right?
songs. It could have been 3.
It could have been 3. You could have just
Could have
played
been
one of those the
song
whole
set.
time.
What were they thinking?
But you could have easily just cut one of those out and added the time to those other 2 and had a 4-song set with like 2 other 20-minute jams in there, which would have been epically sweet. So, yeah.
I just want to thank you guys because I was feeling a little down about not going tonight, and you made me feel better. Fuck them. This band sucks.
Dude,
They don't know
I'm
what
glad,
they're
I'm glad
doing.
you didn't waste the money, Tim. So you have a better time at home, and we're glad you're here. I'm glad you're both here.
Yes.
I had a great time.
You know, Carini was fantastic, and I really like Carini as a micro jam. It really worked well, and Trey was having so much fun. At that point, Trey was just on a roll. He was, oh, we didn't, wait. Rewind the tape. My friend, they actually did the My Fee ending.
Yeah, I thought we said that.
Which they haven't done in 6 million years. So,
and he made a joke
all right,
about
back
it.
to Carini. I know, Tim, you were huge on Carini.
Yeah, I agree 100% with you that micro type 1 jams or like type 1.5 work super well with it. It's the most versatile song. It works as an opener, it works in the middle of the set, and it worked here really well at the ending. I liked that it wasn't just dark, but it felt unleashed a little bit. I think sometimes when they go dark in these like big, like the Wells got in there. When we first heard the Well, it got so just dark and ripped and had like a little edge to it. Now it feels like, oh, it's Phish playing a cover of a darker song, and they're afraid sometimes to take that extra step off the ledge. I thought the Carini tonight, they were just, fuck it, we're going for it, fully unleashed. And I think it actually brought the set back to being premium. Like I thought the Sand, my friend was a premium start, and then it really got off kilt for a while, but I forgave it because the Carini, I think, brought it all the way back to being a top, a very high-end set.
Yeah,
I know
expectations. My only expectation was to go to the show. And you're right. That totally got ruined.
I love my expectations, though. I revel in my expectations.
I like Kev's expectations, too. They're fine.
They're great. They are good. Yeah, it's true, though. Like, Carini, I don't know, years ago kind of took that Bliss. They started doing those Blissy jams in it. And ever since then, that's kind of where it's gone that direction instead of going down that dark, weird
Dude, the
place.
Mann one, a couple years ago at the Mann, they did a long dark Carini in the second set.
It appears every now and then. They'll go back to it every now and then, but it's not like it used to. That was Evil Phish. Like that was where you could go and find the darkness. But I don't know. The 8 minutes is fun though. It's one of those songs that works. It could be 8 minutes. It could be 12 minutes. You could get an epic one like the San Francisco one in the encore position that goes. You know what I mean? So this song, it has that potential to always be there. So wherever they kind of throw it, it works.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm with you. Shade is a song that people like.
Nobody likes that song.
Obviously, you've never been out
I know
in
a
the
few
sun.
people. I know a few good people that
2025.
like that song. So you can't hate on it too much. And there's a song for everybody. So if you like it, good for you. But
this is your song too. See,
it's your song too. I lengthwise is about as mushy Trey as I like to get, or mushy Phish as I like to get. So that's about it. But when you come out and do that in the encore, you're like, oof, thank God you got. I mean, at least they give you. I mean, the band that you can't like a band that sings that emotional and then has a guy come out and play the vacuum.
Yeah, Shade could have been Boogie On. Shade could have been Boogie On in this situation.
It could have been, but how seriously?
And it would have been better because you wouldn't have like been teased with Boogie On, and you would have still been high off of my friend. So you give it a pass, and it's a good cool down song. It's a better cool down song.
How many times can you go to the bathroom during one show?
I would have been there and back before the first verse.
No, you would have hurried because you wanted to get back for the encore, and then they bust into Shade, and you're like, "Fuck!"
And nobody knows the songs, so they wait a minute listening to it, like, "Wait, what is this?" And then by the time they realize what it is, like, "Oh, fuck!" You got to go on the first.
I thought Shade was. I thought it was "Miss You" is what I wrote down, and I was like, "Nope,
Similar,
no."
Didn't know it was fun.
I
thought they
didn't
were going
know.
to play that in Charleston. That was one of my calls for Charleston, so I had a feeling, but I liked
What,
the whole
Shader? I didn't know.
What?
Shader, I didn't know was one of your
I didn't
calls.
know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, that was
I
the
like
first
this
song I
change-up,
ever heard
too.
them do. We were standing outside, and there's this dude playing a vacuum, and you could see him through
Back
the
in
little
my
window.
day.
And you're like, they want $7, and there's a dude playing the vacuum. What is going on? I went in though. I did. I went in.
We went in.
Oh,
I tell you what, Trey was having so
was
much
in.
fun. He was laughing.
Oh,
He was
shit.
making jokes about Philly.
How did you?
I'm just bringing you all back.
Why did you fuck up with the? Why are there? Oh man! All right, never mind. I'm not gonna touch anything ever again. Like, how come everything's different? I was trying to find the Back in My Day theme music for you while you were talking about.
What had to do this? Oh, you wanted Back in My Day? That's under media assets. And
That's
I
what I was
don't know if
looking
Back
under.
in My Day, that's only Back in My Day is only in
I'd
like
like
the-
to see.
you want to do Back in My Day? Oh, come on.
See, that's what I was
Now I have
saying.
to
When I
add
went
all
to
your
go do it, it took us off the screen because I don't know what happened. StreamYard's being all weird. So, there it is. I love the end.
Weird after show.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you actually have to stop it. All right. So Wilson Possum, I mean,
Oh shit!
we have
I'm
to
sorry.
upload that to the other. We have to upload that to the after show if you use it. Oh man, Trey was having the time of his life. He made
shit.
Philly
That
jokes.
was so funny.
Then we got Wilson. We got a Wilson and we got a Possum. 2 Jeff Holdsworth songs in a night. My man is getting a big check come next month.
That was fun. I mean, I didn't know the vacuum is a blast. And then you were wondering what you're going to get after that. The Wilson, woohoo, yes. And then a Possum after that. Wilson Possum. It's like the Tweezer Ghost the other night. I love it when you're getting these like random twofers put together. A lot of fun. Great way to close the show and a great way to make up for that shade at the beginning of it with these three. So you pretty much forget about it and move on. So
4-song
That's
encore. You can't go wrong.
Can't
Not
go
quite a mini set, but yeah.
Right.
What can you do? So what's your deal, man? Are you
Just
going
can't
to the
say
show
anything. These guys
tomorrow?
are talking.
Are you going to
Would
the
you-
show tomorrow or not, Tim? What's up?
I don't know. It depends if the chat can man up and
Are
woman
you
up
taking
and
your
help me get a
girl with
ticket.
you?
What?
You taking your girl with you?
No, we're going to SPAC. The family and I are going to SPAC, but tomorrow is going to be with my brother.
Nice. Brother Wook, tell him I
Does
said
he have
hi.
a ticket?
He got it. He had a
Does Brother
ticket for
John
tonight, but he
have a
didn't get
ticket?
one for tomorrow yet. We'll
All
get
right,
one.
Brother
I feel
John, my
confident we'll
man.
get one.
Oh, you're definitely. We'll have to just do an assault on the social medias.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
need everybody's support. Get
You'll
me
get
and my
in.
brother into the show.
You'll
Get this
get
guy
in
up.
tomorrow.
Let him know
I'm not
you
looking
love
for a
him.
miracle, by the way, just to be clear, so lest anybody thinks I'm being a dick and trying to like say anything in the comments. I will pay. I'm just don't want to pay $500 or whatever it was today on the aftermarket, but I'll pay. But yeah, I need help getting in.
Which nice back you going to, Tim?
Well, we're going for the whole weekend, but it depends how well the kids hold out. So night 1 was going to be my 100th show, but now that I missed tonight, it
Night
would be
2
night
is.
2. So, but yeah, I'm hoping to go.
So
to
you
all
got to
of
go
them.
by yourself, even if you leave the
So I'm
kids.
thinking, I
And
think family night 1 and 3, and then night 2, I just get a babysitter, and my wife and I just go and rage.
Totally.
oh
There you
wow,
go.
you were getting buck wild.
I don't know,
Raging
we'll see.
like the old days.
All right, is it a ripcord if I play the outro?
Yes.
It was good seeing you,
Oh, I
Tim.
think
Thanks,
You
chat.
too.
You guys are awesome.
Wait,
See you
wait,
guys
wait,
tomorrow night.
wait, vamp for a minute because I got to go back to the other
Oh,
thing.
right. We got,
We're vamping. Why did
you
you
gotta-
interrupt our vamp? to say
you
the
got to
vamp?
stop playing it.
We could have just said goodbye to everybody.
Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating.